So I'm interviewing today for a new author. I work for a publishing company, and I'm looking for a new author to sign to help make some good books and make a fuck ton of money and maybe make a movie. If you catch my drift.
I'm up first, and I'm sure I can tell you my amazing story. First of all, it's a story about a magical spray. Okay, I know it sounds a little far fetched at the moment. Just bear with me. This magical spray has amazing properties. Basically, you know pepper spray, right? You spray it in the face of the face of people who might be wanting to do you harm. Okay,
yeah.
So it comes in a bottle similar to that, except when you spray it in the face of people who come up to you or just anyone really, they actually turn into a small adorable animal called a fluffkin, and basically, it's about this person who wants to turn the entire world into fluffkins. That's the initial part of the book. That's setting up the scheme. All right, you know what I mean.
So is this a children's book then?
Yeah. I mean, it might get a bit more adult depending on what happens with the other cards. I'm going on the fly here.
So it could be a young adult novel.
I mean, yeah, okay,
It's definitely
a young adult novel because the reason this person initially starts spraying people and turning them into fluffkins is because they are worried about being sexually assaulted. But fortunately, they have the foresight of mind to buy a chastity belt to protect them, if you know what I mean, all the time, all the time. And it's not just any; it's one with an electric shock built in. So if anyone does get to it, they're fried. They're fried. But if the fluffkin spray fails, that's the other thing. That's like the other reason. Their motivation.
A second line of defense.
Yeah, their motivation is they want to rid the world basically of all men because all men are rapists. So obviously. So that's why that's happening. And finally, I mean, I can write this book really fucking fast. I could have it on your desk within the hour, if I'm honest with you. It's already written, pretty much. It's already written. I've already come up with the branding. I've already come up with characters I can say that are gay 5 years down the line when the fan base is chomping at the bit for more tidbits of information. Yeah. I've already written the movie scripts, and I've already made some Fluffkin merchandise as well. So
now, what is the title of the book?
It's called Fluffkin's Favorite Rape.
That's a very Minx title. I'm gonna say
it really is. It really is.
We're gonna actually need more of these. So let's Doxy, if you wanna.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi. Yeah, I'm an aspiring author. And just a little bit about me first before I get into my story here. Is that I weigh exactly 1 pound. So I'll be really easy for you to cart around to do book tours and book signings. So I just feel like I'm the smart choice. I'll go right in your carry-on. You're only gonna have to pay for travel for yourself. So just to talk a little bit about my book here. It's about a struggling drug addict that has he's come on hard times. He's really starting to feel the effects of his drug habit.
What drug does he take? What drug does he take?
It's crocodile. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crocodile. And he's starting to really feel the effects. But what was unforeseen is that it's had a different effect on his body than most people's bodies, where it's destroying his brain, but giving his body incredible superpowers.
A bit like Killer Croc.
A lot like Killer Croc, actually. Wow. This is basically Killer Crocodile, is what it's called. So, yeah, that's what's happening with my book, and he has this amazing utility belt that is modeled after the utility belt that I'm going to bestow onto you to carry me around in.
Okay.
But he keeps all of his needles and spoons and cotton balls and stuff in there, so that whenever he has to fight somebody, it's just with him all the time. There's no need to find an abandoned shack or anything for him to go shoot up in. Like he can just do it on the fly. So it's a really good book. I only weigh a pound. I really think that I'm the smart choice here. Things are looking rough in America, and I think that a lot of people will be able to relate to this story.
I agree.
So I'm really honored to have this moment to tell you about my new book, which is called Really Bad Aim. That's actually just a working title for now, but it's okay. So basically, it's about a man and a woman who have been trying to conceive a child for a really long time. His sperm just has really bad aim. It's just not even his sperm. Like when he actually gets it in, like sometimes it's the belly button, it's the ear, it's the nostril. But when he does get it in there, the sperm is going that way and that way, everywhere but the bullseye. So yeah, they're just really having a hard time conceiving a child. Also, there's Jesus Christ. So he is told about this legend that anyone who wields this flaming sword will just have the perfect aim. And actually, it turned out to be a euphemism. The flaming sword is his penis.
Okay.
And also because he had gonorrhea. So, it turned out to be a whole fallacy thing. And he found out maybe that's why it was actually affecting him. He had the flaming sword all along and he didn't need it. In fact, he needed to get rid of it. And that was the issue that he was facing. While all the while, it's raining. That's how he puts it out. The flaming sword was he just had to go out and just it's another euphemism, but yeah, he goes out. It's just like the rain out in that moment. He's having that whole soliloquy in the open rain, and it douses the fire of his flaming sword, and then he goes back in and is able to finally conceive.
Wow, that. I'm crying. I've got a single tear running down my cheek right now.
That is an emotional journey, and honestly, I gotta go with Minx because she has everything ready for me.
Fantastic. Dang. I mean, I knew you'd see sense. Fluffkin's favorite rape. It's going to be the best-selling young adult book of the year.
I forgot about that fucking title.
Right, I'm interviewing next, so let's see what I'm interviewing for, guys. Are you guys ready to impress me? Because I'm interviewing for a bartender, and I need some dank cocktails made. All right.
Dank cocktails.
Doxy, you're up first. Off you go, Doxy.
All right, yeah. My drink is called the Self-Loathing Red Panda.
Okay.
It's got all kinds of cinnamon. And little known fact about Zero Doxy is that she hates the taste of cinnamon, so you don't have to worry about me getting high on my own supply. So loads of cinnamon in there. It does great for, how people go to the bar to hook up. It's great for your breath. Like, you're never going to have shitty breath when you're drinking the Self-Loathing Red Panda. And, it tastes like grass a little bit, which is really great for actual red pandas. So, it's great for the red panda.
I do have quite a lot of them that come up to my bar, I must admit. So,
and, they're always going to have really great breath because it's going to taste like cinnamon.
Beautiful. So, I mean, that is the greatest cocktail I've heard of so far. But maybe it can be topped by Mr. Definition, who is interviewing next here. So, what can you bring to the table?
I actually used to be a bartender, and I used to work at the world-renowned Original Sin.
Wow, I've heard of it.
Yeah,
I've heard of
it. Was previously called Sodom and Gomorrah, and then got bought out, and they changed it to Original Sin. It's a whole long story. But
Biblical
the thing is I'm not a bartender, and you don't want a bartender. I'm a mixologist, and I will give you the Original Sin experience every time at your bar, along with I'm tasteless.
Okay, yeah.
And I have no problem serving the shittiest drinks to the shittiest customers all the time. You won't get any nitpicking from me because I just, you know what? I don't care. I'm there to make money and there to make you money. Because that's what you need.
But you're also a mixologist, though, as well.
Yeah. But I make shitty drinks, but I make shitty drinks really fucking well. I will deconstruct a rum and coke for you. It's great. It's fantastic. Okay. But also, I do this really neat trick sometimes where I actually serve flaming shots from my taint. I just pants down, ass up in the air on the bar. I just pour, a little rum, a little sambuca in there, something overproof. Woof, light it on fire. Bam! All you gotta do is
that is one hell of a trick.
And drink it right out of my taint.
In your taint?
It's
called the Original Taint.
Oh,
actually,
beautiful.
It's real good.
So I'm a pretty cool bartender, I think. And I can be passive aggressive with the best of them. Sometimes you have really shitty people and douchey people come up to your bar and they try to act all important. Like, my ego is the most important thing in the world. I can be super passive aggressive against them and get the shitty people out of the bar, so the bar has the fun environment that you want.
That's very helpful. That's very helpful. What's next? What's next?
I can be kind of indecisive, which is actually a positive, I think.
Or can you be?
I don't know. I could not be. Obviously, I can get my stuff done, but I'm never sure what is the most important to do. So instead, I make the drink that I think is the most showy, so that all the people in the bar, while they're still waiting, they're seeing a better show.
But maybe you shouldn't do that.
Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. I don't know. It kind of, things just happen, but people seem to like it, so I think it's fine. And we actually we have massage oil on at my bar, so if anytime the sexy ladies come in, the sexy ladies come in, and I can also offer them a massage and just help them have a great relaxing time.
Does it have a happy ending?
It does if they pay extra.
Oh, very smart. I like business acumen. Business acumen, very good. I'm gonna have to go with. I'm very sorry, but I'm gonna have to go with definition. I think
that is a health code nightmare. You're gonna regret that. Why do you think Original Sin closed in the first place? All right. So today I'm looking for somebody to fill the role of the psychic. It's a phone psychic.
Okay.
By the way.
Basically, I don't even need to flip these cards. I already know what's on them. But for posterity, I'm going to go ahead and flip them and let you know that most psychics like to use their crystal balls and shit like that. I got a gold cross. It basically, I don't even actually know what it's for. I don't need it. I'm a psychic. I'm an actual psychic. But people like to see it, especially, we're living in a country where our biggest religion is crosses. That's a religion.
Crosses. That's their religion.
Our biggest religion is crosses.
Yeah,
I get that on a t-shirt.
Crosses. And I'm always gonna win tic-tac-toe with this motherfucker. Always gonna win tic-tac-toe with it. Also, I do this thing with. Wow, I'm getting the worst cards for this. I take a lock of your hair with some scissors, throw in a bowl, burn it, shaboom. Sim salabim. I got it.
Display.
All the messages show up and smoke from your stinky hair.
That's pretty amazing.
And
I thought this was a phone psychic, though.
You'll take my word. You know what? No one uses a phone anymore. It's all Skype. I'll just put it on the camera.
Oh, okay, yeah. Video call. That's fair enough.
Absolutely. And then, but it's perfect because I have no sense of smell, so that burning hair can burn for days and days and days, and they won't see it because they won't smell it because they're on the other side of Skype. I'm on this side of Skype, and it's never gonna stink up the place for me because I can't smell it anyways. And and that's why you should hire me as your psychic.
I am a psychic, and I'm going to be starting my foyer into phone psychicking, and I actually started being a psychic because of those old decoder rings.
All right,
I thought they were super interesting and kind of like mystic.
Oh,
and so it got me into the mystic arts, as some people may like to call it.
I've got a closet full of them. I got a closet full of them. Yeah.
Very important. It was a great way. It helped have me have my psychic awakening.
Open the door for you, would you say?
Yes.
I think this is a great card, actually, for this one, for some reason.
So, I'm actually a pathological liar.
Okay.
Which you don't know if that's true or not. But, no, so my clients, I really do have really great reviews. But I don't let my clients know the bad news because I think that I should only be telling people the positives.
You keep them coming back when they need a pick-me-up. I like it.
Exactly. So I will lie to them about the unfortunate things that'll be happening in their future. Their stillborns and all those fun things that are going to happen to them down the line. Yeah, they're not going to know that from me.
All right. All those stillborns. Okay.
All the stillborns. I'm clinically depressed.
Oh.
So you could really use this job, huh?
This job would really mean just so much to me. If not, I'll just have to go back to playing with my decoder rings and lying to people. And I really think that this could turn my life around and we could make something beautiful. And hell, maybe we could even get this on TV someday. And I can lie to the masses.
Do love a sob story. All right.
Got you.
All right, Doxy. I know you're going to pick me already because I'm a psychic and I know these things, but just for posterity and make it fair for these two losers here, I'm going to show you. I take a lot of pride in my work. You know what I mean? I feel I'm a 100% genuine psychic. I can see
nobody needs a shameful psychic.
I can see the past. You know, I know that my work is some of the top quality psychic work out there, and nobody, not one person, has ever come away dissatisfied. Even when I told them about their stillborns, they were so amazed by the quality of my work. They were like, "Wow, I guess I'll just have to have a stillborn then." And it was great. I mean, I am so prideful in my work. Next up, I mean. This is a little unconventional, but I hope you'll bear with me here. One of the ways I read people, I know I can't do this over the phone, but we'll improvise, is I screw them. And
we use the call center as a sex line anyway, so...
Oh, perfect. Well, we do a little bit of phone sex then. Basically, I feel that when you make that emotional, deep connection with someone, when you're screwing away, as I like to say, you get inside their brain a bit more. You can read them as a person. It's like reading tea leaves, except you're like, having hot, wet sex instead. Basically.
I feel like you're kind of screwing me right now, if I'm going to be honest.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're sure you're not screwing these people like in a bad way.
And one of the ways this is a little unconventional as well, but one of the ways I like to do. Basically, my great grandfather owned a suit factory. Many years ago, and I actually inherited the suit factory, and I have a lot of spare 3-piece suits. We're talking tens of thousands of them, okay? Tens of thousands. So at the moment, every time someone comes to me for a psychic consultation, they get a free 3-piece suit, and it's a great way. Wow. It doesn't cost me anything because, it wasn't mine in the first place. It just inherited it.
The inventory's already there. I like it.
Exactly, and I could go, I'm sure we'll have quite a lot of clients, but I've got quite a big backlog, and I feel that it's an extra incentive for people to sign up with the best psychic in town.
But to be perfectly honest, I gotta give it to the great Definon.
Oh, wow.
Definon, because he got really screwed with those cards.
Mink used the same intro to her interview as I did, and you would think naturally she cheated and took it from me, but I'm so psychic, I knew she was going to say it and stole it from her. I'm actually just stealing this idea from Craig Ferguson for our late night show, so I'm going to need someone who's as good as Jeffrey. So what do you guys got?
All right, so, I'm a pretty cool celebrity impersonator, I think, at least.
Does your daddy think?
You know what? We don't talk about that. So I think that I'm a pretty good impersonator of older gentlemen. Mm-hmm. Daniel Craig, Pierce Brosnan, the dad types, the hot dad types, maybe. I don't know. I have daddy issues, so we're gonna leave that at that. I might be slightly self-entitled, but it also means I'm very good at impersonating these self-entitled Kardashians, people like that. I have a very, very wide range of people I can impersonate.
Oh, okay.
And
impressive.
It's a great skill to have. I also have a phenomenal six-pack. So you need someone to play Zac Efron in Neighbors? I got you. You need someone to play someone else who's ripped in some other popular movie right now? I got you.
What I really need to know is, can your six-pack impersonate Arnold Schwarzenegger's six-pack?
Seeing as he's pretty daddy as fuck, I'd say yes.
Okay, great. That's all I needed to know.
All right.
Blow me.
I mean, I'm really shallow, so there's nothing more shallow than a fucking celebrity, if you ask me. Like, most of them are really just, like, in it for their looks and for the money, and so am I. So I can relate to them on pretty much every level. So I think that gives me a deep connection with pretty much all celebrities, if I'm perfectly honest with you. So that's always a plus. Next up, I have the best outrageous French accent. You will love how I sound, People say I sound like, all of those French celebrities, I can't think of anyone's name.
Philippe.
That one, yes. I sound exactly like them.
Can you do me a quick favor? Can you laugh with a French accent?
Of course I can. I can do the most perfect French accent in the whole world. That was almost German shit, but you know what I mean. I'm going to keep talking in this accent for the rest of this bit because I do want to demonstrate. But I can also do a Spanish accent because my stage name is El Diablo.
That's Spanish for what now?
The devil.
Okay,
probably.
Great. Maybe, I think.
And the reason they call me that is because I do a great celebrity impression of the devil. He's one of the biggest celebrities out there, quite in demand, I feel. So Halloween parties in particular, you know what I mean?
Right.
I think I get it spot on. So they're the reasons that you should hire me as a celebrity impersonator. Or should I say celebrity impersonator?
All right, so I'm gonna let you know right away that my specialty is child acting. I do really well
hope this isn't like
child
blowjobs or something.
Really risky play.
That's why I'm doing it. Bear with me. All right. And just to let you know, I got that spirit. I got that childlike spirit. I actually do the little girl from the movie Spirit.
You do the little girl.
Come on. Keep it clean over there. Child actor present. Also, I have tons of merit badges. So if you need me to impersonate a Girl Scout,
yeah, okay.
No, I wasn't. But I do have the merit badges, and I can. They're just for show. They're for dress.
Can I ask where you got these merit badges if you weren't a Girl Scout?
No, you cannot. And finally, my decoder ring. I got it. Yeah, specifically. I don't know if you've seen the movie Christmas Story.
Yeah, do you just
by the way,
Ovaltine now? Or...
I drink all the Ovaltine, and and speaking of which, I do an amazing version of each of the children in that movie as well.
Okay, yeah. Can you name the children?
Can you do the severed foot lamp? Can you impersonate that?
I mean, we got Ralphie, we got Travis, we got Randy, we got
Blitzen, right?
Yeah, and there's Santa, and there's You'll Shoot Your Eye Out, and then there's the leg. I do them all.
Yeah,
I do them all.
Okay, great.
Wow.
I know. Just real quick, because I know my last interviewer does a French accent. Can you do a French accent in the famous line from A Christmas Story?
Oh, absolutely.
I've never seen A Christmas Story, by the way.
Oh.
No. My last interviewer, can you do it? I want to know if your French accent is good as yours.
I'm garbage at accents, by the way. I can't put my arms down.
This was a really hard one, but I think I'm going to have to go with the merit badge girl.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I have been robbed. That is what I think.